welcome to the first episode of the Big Red Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Matthew. And this is going to be a new series that we're going to do every so often, where we will be featuring members of our YouTube channel that have been featured in videos, such as our knee hockey series and stuff. And we'll be able to talk about stuff to get a deeper dive into their personalities and talk about the world and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a podcast, basically. I mean, that's in the name. So up first, we're going to interview my co-host. Hopefully, he will stay around. My co-host for this series, we'll say. You might recognize him from the drug and PSA skits, along with some of our knee hockey videos, and the video where we tested a bunch of baseball bats to see which one would hit further. Please welcome Andrew.
Hello, guys.
All right. So, first question I got for you. I know you're a big MLB baseball fan, along with Yankees. Go Yankees. Sorry, Mets fans. So I'm also a big MLB, but like state of MLB and the Yankees, just can you tell me a little bit about what you feel like about that right now?
So currently, I do not think it's gonna be like the Yankees year. I don't know.
I mean, they're 8-6, right?
Yeah, I mean it's not terrible, but like I feel like they're just not the Yankees they were last year. And like no more Soto, stuff like that. We got like holes to fill. Like I guess the beginning of the season, players still have to find their groove. Like example, Devin Williams, he's not in his groove right now. But last night at the time of recording this, he finally managed to do his job as a closer and ended out the game without having like more runs scored on.
Yeah, big win against the San Fran Giants down there, 8-4. That was good, but that was a brutal loss in the first half of that. That first game was 9-1.
First game was horrible. That pitcher was.
Yeah, what do you feel about the torpedo bats? Like I for one know it's legal. I'm fine with them. I'm fine with other teams using them. But what do you feel about the torpedo bats?
I think they're completely fine, especially since it's not too much difference, and I feel like it was agreed on by the league. Like these are fine. Like we got permission to use them, So like, I feel like even other teams are like, it's not like you can't use them too. It's not like, oh, this is a Yankees thing, So I think they're completely fine. I think that everybody's overhyping them just because of how many runs we're scoring and how many homers we're hitting. But now it's like that's died off.
It was literally just the Brewers series where they poor Nestor, man. I feel bad for Nasty Nestor after that one, but so. Yeah, a little bit more with the pitching staff. Like that's the Garrett Cole out for the year.
Yeah, that's not good. We have so many pitchers out right now. Like
Heel's out,
Schmidt's out,
so
and even just away from pitchers, like we don't have Stan currently.
Stan.
So many more people, just
the injuries.
People from last season who were like big show ups to the games.
And
we need them back.
Along with losing Soto. Do you think that the loss of Verdugo really affect them that much?
I don't think it's too much of an effect, but I did really like Verdugo. I think we should have re-signed him. I don't know.
Well, is he free agent or what team is he on?
I think he's on a team.
Yeah, he's on a team.
I don't really know.
Well, and then, so with the Yankees, what do you think their ceiling for this year is? Like, how far do you think they'll be able to make it?
I think they'll make it to the playoffs. I don't think they're going to make it all the way to the World Series again. If all of the pitchers, we get them all back, like Luis Gil, he's back, like all of them.
We know Cole's not coming back.
Cole's not coming back. Hopefully, fingers crossed next year, he'll be back. You never know with that surgery. Never know. Yeah, so I think they'll make it pretty far as long as all the pitchers, once we get them all back, once they stay healthy, they get back in their groove after being out for a while. All the players are back, everybody's healthy. Then I think we might be able to make it farther. But without that, I don't think we're making it anywhere near the World Series. Probably just the first round of the playoffs and then we'll be out. Yes.
So now staying on the topic of sports and stuff like that, I know you are a big F1 fan. Can you tell me a bit about that and Max Verstappen? Because I know that's your favorite racer.
I haven't been following it all too closely because so many races, so much stuff, But last I checked, Verstappen top of the leaderboards, it's all the same pretty much. Except now that he lost his teammate, it's a bit different. New teammate, you gotta learn to work with them, a little more. You have no idea what I'm talking about, but...
Trying to follow here.
Yeah. So pretty much his old teammate, Sergio Perez, he left So, you know, like, when you're driving in F1, you need to work with your teammate to, like, get to the front of the pack. You know what I'm saying? So, pretty much he has to learn how to work with his new teammate so he can drive more. Because, like, all those seasons, there's no more, like, the drivers are getting better. There's no more just, Verstappen wins by 20 seconds. Like, Verstappen.
You like I know you got like Lando Norris. You got like you said Perez. Who else is there? There's
Oscar Piastri.
Yeah, Piastri.
You know, they're Lewis Hamilton. All of them. They're all still good.
Forget someone.
So.
Yeah, so I know he's your favorite, but moving on from racers, what is your favorite track in F1? Like the whole F1 Cup?
Okay, that's easy. Monaco. I love the Monaco circuit. It's such a very, very tight circuit. So it's very like technical. You need to like memorize. There's like this one corner that's like so tight. So like there's so many accidents there. There's so many like you need to be able to maintain speed around it. There's this one like killer chicane on the track. So I love that.
Now see, I only really watch F1 if it's the only thing on in the morning.
Yeah.
It's better than the Masters. No hate for golf. Love golf. It's great sport, but kind of boring to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I did not mean to do. So we got another thing tying back into the cars. Like I know you have your car video games that you play. Along with that, you've seen in some videos RC cars are kind of synonymous with him. Like in the PSA commercial skit thing, we had him run over the minifigure with a car. But can you give me some more insight on like your RC car game, like games, that love of passion of that, and like what drives you to do that more?
So honestly, I'm kind of in a stalemate with RC cars right now because, you know, in the winter months it's harder to like take them out. You can't really go to tracks because it's not the right conditions. You know, tracks need to be like watered down so you have perfect grip. Like I got a bunch of like new stuff for my RC car for Christmas, so I'm gonna like modify it a little bit. I got a new shell, new tires, and all that stuff. So I'm waiting for. It's still cold outside here, but I'm waiting for the warmer months. And I'm just, my other RC car though, it's been broken. It's just been terrible. I'm never fixing it again. It's been a money pit. It's never once worked from the day I got it.
Oof.
And I've spent over $500-ish on it. I've had to replace servo, motor, everything. I redo the wires, you know, it sucked. And I had to buy a whole new battery because, it's the battery. No, it's not. But like the battery, they told me it's battery. It's not the battery. So that was just really annoying, and it's just a money pit.
No, continue. Sorry.
No, you go.
So I've had experience with RC cars. Like, so I've had 3 in my lifetime. Actually, no, 5. 2 of them were like the exact same thing, except one was able to tumble. And those both worked well. They were like mini. Then I had this big Darth Vader RC car. That one's long broken. And then the 2 ones that I still have that work. I don't know if we're gonna count this as an RC car, but a drone that doesn't count.
It's an RC. It's not really a car.
Drone. I have that. I should get some drone footage for the channel. That'd be nice. And one more thing. I have this big. It's like 6 wheels. It goes up to like 550 miles per hour.
We don't want to talk about that one, Matthew.
That one.
Don't. You don't remember?
What happened with that one? No, we were doing
when we were doing the skit. All right, so future Matthew cut this out, but
the story time. Story time. Let's go.
Okay. So pretty much story time here. When we were filming the PSA skit, Matthew was like, "My old RC car, it went 50 miles an hour. That was fast." And then, even though we were never able to find it and test it, when I showed him my RC car, which actually goes 50 miles an hour, he was like, "Oh yeah, that's like 50 times faster than mine was."
I found it. The best part about it is it goes off road. We'll see if I can get it.
Mine's mine.
Now, moving away from the sports talk, moving into the how should I put this? Like life talk.
Yeah.
I know you have your little brother. I'm not gonna mention his name because this is personal reasons, but my little brother's been featured on the channel. We'll probably do an episode with him later. But
Joey would care.
So your little brother, I just want to see, do you have like the same like conflicting, do you feel like your parents are harder on you because you're the oldest? Same with me?
Yeah, absolutely. Like a prime example of this is, so today, at the time of filming this, it is Palm Sunday. So pretty much I was forced to go to like the mass today and it sucked because it's spring break. So pretty much, my brother, he's like first grader. He's small, the youngest. Whenever we go to church, it's always like light flicks. Oh, my head. Oh my gosh, I can't go. I'm sick. And he always gets to go home. It's like every single week. It's miraculously. And then my mom just doesn't question it. She just, okay, yeah, Joe, you can go home. Oh.
No, you're fine.
Okay, yeah. And then he gets to go home. And it's so annoying because an example of when I asked to do this, last year on Easter, I was sick. I'm talking like throwing up, puking the whole day. It sucked. It was horrible. I couldn't do anything. But pretty much, I was still being forced to go to church. My mom told me, oh, you're pale, Andrew. Oh, and I'm like, yeah, my stomach hurts. I don't feel too good. And then she's like, whatever. You're just faking it to get out of church. She forced me to go to church. And the only reason she let me stay home was because when I was getting into the car, I puked.
Yeah.
So
well, perfect timing. Thank God I wasn't at the church. I love my brother to death. You've seen him in some of the videos. He's around all the time. I do feel like my parents still love him to death. So grateful for them. I do feel like they are a little tougher on me, but that makes sense. Like chores, if we're comparing that, I'm definitely like I get the harder ones, like, that take longer. His take, like, 3 seconds each, but he has to do silverware. I have to empty the dishwasher. He has to just, like, how should I put this? Clean up his room. I gotta vacuum the whole downstairs. Which is where our Mii hockey videos are filmed when we go to my house, but I get an age gap. He can't do everything that I'm doing as the older one, so love him to death, but... Any more like experiences you've had with your brother that you want to just like share?
Not really. Like I can't really like off the top of my head. You know, like you can't think of stuff like except for when you're like being specifically. Oh yeah, I remember this. You know, I can't think of anything like right now. But I feel like recently he's just been he's been so annoying recently. I try and do anything. Like I'll go downstairs to my for example. I go downstairs, I'm setting up my sim racing setup. I'm like, alright, I'm ready to drive. I'm booting up Forza Horizon. Joey comes downstairs. He's like, Andrew, can I play a baseball game? I want to play the baseball game. Right after I set everything up. And then every single day this happens. Every single day. And he just annoys me. He'll sit behind me while I'm racing. I'm doing 250 miles an hour. Andrew, can we play now? Andrew, you know?
Yeah, no, I get the same. I get the same thing when with him. I love him to death. I've had some great moments with him, like doing rides and stuff. Which will be, it's great. I love him. But like I've had that same experience. I'm playing like we another member of our channel who will probably get his own podcast episode soon, gave me his old Wii U, or I'm playing like that for content, which that's great. He'll be like, Matthew, can we play Switch or something together? And like I'm busy at the moment. I get it, like, but I'll do this later, and I am mad at myself when I forget to do it because I do want that interaction with him because it's great, and I do like I don't know how to put this. I'm blanking on this like family interaction. He's kind of it's got to be like your brother. You gotta think of less of them as an annoyance and hindrance in your life, and think of them more as like a second, like a closer friend that kind of has a sleepover with you.
A different version of yourself.
Yes, like a
more annoying version of yourself.
I just said don't think of them as annoying. Like a mini version of yourself that looks up to you, does everything that you can. Yeah. So that's anything that you take away. Just be kind to your little sibling. Now I know you had a question for me before we started.
I forget.
Oh my God.
You had the screw.
I had this one. So.
Yeah. Yes, I did actually have a question for you. When I look at it, it says, now for Ata Final Club. It's the first thing I see. Let me read it.
Wait, we're just gonna, this all gets cut out. I'm gonna say, and now for the final question before we run out of time. I know you had the question for me before this all started.
I did have a question for you.
So
my question for you was like, this summer, I'm getting a job. I'm gonna be mowing lawns. I'm gonna be surveying. I'm trying to save up money. And I was just wondering if you were like doing anything like that, like this summer.
Current jobs also included. I'll do summer jobs that we're thinking. So near my house, there is like, I have the setup actually down that way a bit, or down that way. It's weird where my house is positioned. So in one of those areas, there's a King's near us, and that King's, my mom's been stalking them like on their like page, seeing if they could get it. I could get a job there bagging, because I would bag for get my paycheck and then like shop for her if she needed something for dinner. That's one of the two jobs. Another job that I was looking at, I don't really want to do this one. I'd prefer the King's one, but if it comes to this, I will probably do this one. There's a lake near us, and they're pretty strict with their like check-ins. You have to have the card. So they normally just had like a teenager. I know of a few of my friends' older brothers who are already doing this. They sit in like this cabin they have at the front, sitting there. When a car comes up, you look in, make sure there are things there, give it back to them, and let them in. It's really just you kind of sit there for a bit, but easy money.
Yeah, easy money.
But if we're talking about current money making methods and such jobs that I've had, I know you've done this also, reffing the recreational hub soccer league in our town. I've reffed for since 3 years. 3 years I've been doing it for. No, 4 years actually. 3 years. Wait.
5th grade or 6th grade?
This is my fourth year doing this. Yeah.
It would be my fourth, but I quit.
4th year doing this, spring and fall. I do spring lessons as my second job, which we'll get to in a second. But so it's like the age brackets are pre-K, kindergarten first. I'm a kindergarten second. It's pre-K, kindergarten first, second, and then third, fourth. Just got my license last season for third, fourth, which is the hard one where you've got the 3 refs. For those of you who do soccer, you know what I'm talking about.
So, question for you again there, like, so I got that license too, like when I was reffing. So when I got that license, like the first season, like it was fine. He was paying me for those games, but then afterwards, like the next season, he was like, "You got the license? Heck no, you're doing the kindergartners every single time." That's why I quit.
Did
he do that for you?
Funny thing is, day after I did it, the week after, I was meant to have one of those games, got rained out. That makes sense. But then for the rest of the season, I had no other, there's also something called mentoring where you like coach a ref how to do it. That one's fine. But I had preschool, which is annoying. I love them to death. They're so funny to watch, but I love them to death.
I paid more for them because they do not listen to anything.
I advocated. I advocated for that. I got them to raise it a bit.
Of course, after I quit.
It's now 12, but
okay, 10 to 12 is not.
It's not that. It's not good. But preschoolers, the kindergartners, and I just did that for the entire season. I've never done an actual 3 to 4 3-player ref because of that. It got rained out. Like my boss get massive amounts of respect to him. The amount of time and effort he puts into this. Just I'm just like questioning why I didn't get one of those games, especially since I have a pretty good reputation. So that's one of the things. And then the other thing why I don't really do soccer reffing in the spring anymore, just fall, is because last year is my first year doing this. I am umpiring baseball for the local rec league. What the heck was that?
Oh my god.
That was
so random.
Why is that randomly so loud? Honestly, I might just...
Is there even... Yeah, the windows, are those...
No, they're not even open.
They're not even open.
What the heck?
How can you even hear that?
That was...
Like, at that point, that's so loud. It's like... Yeah. You know, it's so loud. How can you hear that?
Back to the topic of baseball umpiring.
On that note.
What?
On that note.
That note. So I started doing this last year. It's third, fourth, because K through second, you can't do it because they're too young and they don't know how to play baseball really that well. So third and fourth, and then fifth and sixth you do it for. If you get a fifth and sixth game, you have an adult umpire with you, who refs it with you, and you do the base path and stuff. It's not that hard, except for when they steal. When they steal, oh my god, that is so hard. When they do the steals and the pickoffs, that's the worst. Then, what else? I know we had So third and fourth grade, you can either do the base path with another umpire, which is what normally happens. But first season, I'll never forget this. First season, this is like my third game doing this. I was with the minors, which is what they call it minors and majors. Majors is the fifth and sixth. Minors is the third and fourth. Mm-hmm. They call it the minor league. So I'm with the minors right there, and we're like, all right, 5 minutes till first pitch. Umpire still hasn't shown up. I am here by myself, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to call this by myself. So that was my first ever game doing it by myself. Pulled an Angel Hernandez. The coaches told me this is great advice. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. No one's gonna remember this.
Yes, young kids.
They'll only remember the last strike for 2 days.
Yeah,
and then they'll forget it. And that was great advice. So if anything, once again, taken away from that, don't beat yourself over the small stuff. That's what I've learned from my jobs there. And then the one more job that I'm applying for, possibly, is basketball reffing. Since this is my last season doing rec basketball, even though I did make an AAU team, this is my last season doing we got destroyed again. I'm on the B team. It is not good. I love my team to death, but oh my lord. But so last season doing this, they do have 9th through 12th rec, but that's for way older there. And I don't know if it's on Friday nights, but it's not real basketball. It's hockey basketball, and it's weird. So I'm gonna start reffing the other kids' games. You can do the book. It pays very well for what I've heard. I don't know exactly what, but you do sidelines. It's the hardest one out of all of them though. So what were you thinking for your mowing lawns job?
So yeah, that's just mostly in my neighborhood. But I have this mower. It's
push mower, the blade, or is it a real mower?
It's just a push mower. It's nothing special. It's just an ego,
Ego.
You have the exact.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Have that.
So it's just a push one, and I just mow lawns. I do $25 per lawn. It's not great money, but it adds up. If I have 4 neighbors doing it, and it's I make $100 a month. That's not bad money. I'll take $100. It's it depends on how many customers. Last year, I made over the entire summer $700. That's not bad money.
That is great. You're getting involved in the community, which is mainly the thing about for
that,
youth.
That was just my road too. My parents said I can do the entire neighborhood.
Yeah, that's why I also think that being allowed to work from a young age is so good.
Yeah.
It instills good work ethic.
Yeah.
1, 2. It also, I do think it it gives you a sense of oh, I earned this own money. This is my money to keep, spend. Let's be honest, we're not spending it on much good things.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk about my pretty bad purchases.
Oh yeah, my RC car purchase.
Your RC car, you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And then that plus the addition of building community work. It's just really instills a good habit in kids at the young age to start working, and I think that will set them up for success in the long run, which is why that's great. Low lawn mowing. It'll also tighten neighborhood bonds maybe because you're not seeing
I'm getting to know
trust
my neighbors, my neighbors, even aside from just lawn mowing, I'll pet sit sometimes, and I'll every day just go over 20 minutes, watch their dog, take him outside, take him for a walk, and then I get like $20 every day. That's good money.
It's
you know?
it's like builds trust in people.
Yeah.
And it shows that you're a trustworthy, responsible person.
From mowing their lawns, now they're having to do all this stuff, and they're like growing a relationship, like getting to know them better.
Able to have people that will back you up and advocate for you when you go for something big, I don't know, like
anything
really. Yeah. And then about surveying, what exactly is that?
Oh, so surveying. So my grandfather owns a company. So
you have the fancy pens. He has his green pens. Oh my god, I love the pen.
Yeah,
it's better than the Sharpie S Gel. I don't know if it's possible. I love the pen.
So he owns this company that it's him, and then it's like all my uncles. So if there's like a local job like somewhere in the surrounding few towns, if it's like a job, then they'll call me. Like I'm around almost the entire summer. I don't know if that's gonna change because of like soccer that I'm gonna be starting in like high school. But like I'm around like most of the summer. I'm gonna be like they'll just call me like, hey, Andrew, we're in the area. Do you want to go like help us survey? But pretty much surveying is like when somebody's getting an addition, you need to like mark out like all of like the property boundaries and stuff like that all over again. You need to make sure you gotta get like approved with like the town. It's a lot of like you know the CAD class that's in high school next year?
The CAD
I'm
class.
taking that because that's like the stuff it is. It's like they're making designs. Like my house, we're thinking about getting an addition. So they came over, I helped them survey our yard. We found these things at the ground, they're called like monuments, I think. And you find them, they're like these big metal things. You put the surveying machine down, take a bunch of pictures, you're able to put that onto a graph type thing. And there's all these nice foundations. We sent them to this person who is like an architect, and he's got these perfect plans now for our house that, fingers crossed, we'll be able to save up for in the next like 2 years.
Yeah, well, so that's really our tangent on jobs. If you take anything from that, it's good to get involved in your neighborhood, especially from a young age. Instills the good work habits. Instills like work ethic. We said trust with other people, able to build relationships. That also sets you up for more success.
Goes a long way.
Well, but I would say that's all the time we have for today. So that's it. That's Andrew, Yankees, cars, jobs, and family trouble.
Yeah.
So
what a life.
Great talking with you. And as always, see you all next time. Have a great rest of your day. Stay happy, healthy, humble, and red.